Welcome back to 18 News Time once again for a weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society. And, of course, Donna's with us this week, and I believe it's Sadie.
Sadie.
Okay. All right, let's feature Sadie, and Zach's going to get some pictures of Sadie. And tell us a little bit about him, or her, and obviously got some interesting stories to tell.
Absolutely. Sadie is a newcomer to us. As you see, she's very polite when she eats. I always call that a soft mouth. When you give them a treat and you can put your fingers and they won't bite and get greedy and snap at you, I call that a soft mouth. She was an owner surrender. She's just about a year old, and she is so well behaved. I'm not sure what their circumstances happened that they could no longer keep her, but we have found her nothing but less than charming. I mean, charming is the least word we can use for her. She has been very good with the other dogs in the shelter here. She is a shepherd lab mix, and I'm thinking she's more lab than shepherd personally, and like I have any kind of degree in this. But when I was looking at her tail, I don't know if you remember in the past we have talked about how Labradors have a wider tail at the base because they use it as a rudder. Come here, Sadie, I want to show them. Come here. And anyway, so she has that wide base on her tail, as well as her shedding, and her color is kind of like a yellow lab. But then she also has the face markings kind of a shepherd. So if anybody's looking for a dog that has a lot of energy, that has a lot of fun, and yet when it's time to crash and watch TV or play video games, they'll be right by your side, sleeping with their head on the pillow or whatever, she would be your girl. Sadie is, come here, Sadie. She is neutered. She is spayed, and she is all caught up. She is heartworm negative, so she is ready to go. Her adoption fee is $100. We have taken her out for long walks. She's an excellent walker. She does not pull on her chain. That's something that sometimes when you get dogs who have not been I want to say they haven't learned their lesson on who's the dominant one, and she seems to go like I can just gently pull her, and she's like, okay, good, I'll come right back over here. Sadie has what we call is her sister, Nellie, and Nellie I'm hoping to bring on next week. They're not sisters whatsoever, but they look alike and they act alike. And one of our workers just went outside to move the dogs, and she saw him walking, and she loves him, and she's kind of like, oh, maybe he's got treats for me. As you can tell, she's very, very attentive, very sweet. I haven't heard her bark. The whole time I had her out here when I was inside in the kennel, no barking, no anything. One thing we have not tried yet is cats. I don't know what her demeanor, yes, her reaction to cats would be. But, I mean, look at that sweet face with those ears. How can you not fall in love with that? Then the other thing I do want to share while he's panning on that, this morning we had a very successful, oh, good girl. We had a very successful Pets Alive transport. We had 26 cats and 8 dogs. Of those cats, we had 16 were feral, which means we had to trap them, and we'll take them back after they get neutered and spayed and get their rabies shots. But when you have 16 feral cats, you can only imagine how noisy it can be and how rowdy it can be. But we got them off, and they'll be back tomorrow after 1 o'clock. So anybody who has your own pet there, you will definitely be able to come after 1 o'clock and pick up your sweet baby after they got their spay or neutering. But I want to focus back on her again for just a moment. She is very attentive to whoever her handler is. And she's looking at you too, Carey, but anybody's going to pay her any attention, she's going to be right there ready to give attention to you. As I said, shepherds are herding dogs. Labs are hunting and tracking dogs. So if she has that combination, she's going to be very attentive to see what's the next move. Who are we going after next? And they will listen to it very carefully. As you see, she has pull good strong too. Anyway, Dubois County Humane Society is open Monday through Fridays, noon until 6. Dog day out on a beautiful day like what we're having today, and for the next couple of days, Carey? We're supposed to have some beautiful days. If you want to take a lunch hour and walk a dog, bring the kids after school, something like that, we strongly recommend you come and do that, because you don't even have to take them for an hour. If you say, all I got is 30, 45 minutes, the dogs love 30 or 45 minutes. They don't have a sense of time. They just love being out. So if there's anything that you would like to do to help us with that, we'd be more than glad to match you up with a good pet.
Okay. And weather-wise, it's supposed to warm up as the week goes on. Maybe a little rain on Thursday, but like I said, all the way up till Saturday, as you're going to be open.
Yes. We are here Monday through Friday, and then yesterday we had Meet Our Mutts, and we had 2 or 3 dogs, and that's what we're going to kind of do is have like smaller adopt-a-thon kind of things where you can come meet the dogs out and away from the Humane Society so that you get to see them in a different atmosphere and get to see them in different surroundings. And we're hoping to get to do that more often. And that's a nice thing about Dog's Day Out. When you come and you take the dog away from the shelter, you get to see a different side of the personality that you don't get to see otherwise. And many times they open up and they blossom because it's almost like the only child syndrome. Oh my gosh, it's just me. I get all the attention. And there's nothing wrong with that when you get to love on a sweet dog like sweet little Sadie. As I said, now she is a year old, so she's going to have a lot of energy, and she will need to be trained on what you expect from her. If you say, no dog in the bed, you train her and she'll learn very, very quickly. But if you don't train her to say no bed, for instance, she's going to be up in the bed because they are pack animals, and she'll want to be with her pack.
Is there anything else you'd like to add real quick, or are we pretty much wrapping up?
I think we're pretty good right now. I mean, you know me, I can talk forever and ever and not have a subject, but I think that we're good to go.
Just want to make sure our bases were covered.
Our bases are covered, and we keep getting new dogs. The other thing I do want to say is we're getting pregnant cats already. It's April 1st, and the pregnant cats are already showing up. So please get those cats spayed and neutered, because it really is it is trying on the staff and on the community to have cats who keep being proliferate.
Okay, great. So information on Sadie, as you're looking at here, and all the other fine animals available for adoption at the Dubois County Humane Society is available on their website at duboiscountyhumane.org and petfinder.com. And of course, check out their Facebook page and find out what's going on here on Wordsling Road in Jasper. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned. Weather's next.